Hey fans, don't forget to come out to the game this Sunday and get your own Ben Holmstrom bobblehead.
Say what's up to Ben Holmstrom.
That controversial bill in Florida that critics call the Don't Say Gay bill is now the Don't Say Gay law.
Certain people have a lot of respect for other people.
Well, ain't that a fact? The problem is Holmstrom, a career minor leaguer in the sport of hockey. With the backdrop of America rolling back LGBTQ rights.
Nationwide, there are 18 similar bills moving through 9 state legislatures. The advocacy group, the Trevor Project, has denounced them and says its research shows LGBTQ students who learned about LGBTQ issues or people at school had 23% lower odds of reporting a suicide attempt in the past year.
Well, the 34-year-old centerman for the Rochester Americans decided to add on.
The Don't Say Gay bill and the Stay Woke Act together really represent an existential crisis for people that are both Black and LGBTQ, folks that live at that intersection. We're talking about a double whammy here. If Governor DeSantis and Republicans in Florida are successful in advancing their anti-woke agenda, their anti-LGBTQ agenda, dare I say their U.S. apartheid agenda, we can expect to see some really dark days.
The Buffalo News reported Holmstrom was handed an 8-game suspension by the American Hockey League for use of homophobic language during a March 30th game against Utica. The HockeyNews.com reported Holmstrom appeared to engage in an altercation with Comets forward Chase DeLeo. Holmstrom would be issued a game misconduct by the officials as a result of the incident, which was later determined to be when he used homophobic language. The team's general manager, Jason Carmonis, said in a statement, "To be clear, we have no tolerance for any form of hate and regret any harm his comment inflicted. We strive to maintain an inclusive environment in which our differences are celebrated." In May of 2021, Out on the Fields provided a list of 30 different studies that showed a link between homophobia in sports and those same sporting organizations not doing enough to protect its roster of players. In what they called the largest and first international study of nearly 9,500 gay and straight people reviewed by 7 different international academics, their findings showed 80% of participants have witnessed or experienced homophobia in sport, with homophobic language the most common. Furthermore, 78% believe an openly gay person would not be very safe as a spectator at a sporting event. When it comes to being personally attacked, 50% of gay and lesbian athletes say they have been targeted, with 28% of straight men adding on. The study also shows the insights of who has been targeted: 84% of gay men and 82% of gay women. The bullying statistics also lay bare what is occurring on their respective playing surfaces. The organization also notes how, at an early age, acceptance and laughter of homophobic language leads to a very troubling cycle. There are many things wrong with sports. This is unfortunately one of them, a major issue that must be addressed.
Homophobic language has been used in sports for a long time. It has become normal. People don't even think about the harm it can cause or don't view this behavior as homophobic. That's because there are no openly gay people around when they use this language. They either hide their sexuality or they have dropped out. At the same time, we are told by sports stars and leaders that we need to be welcoming to the LGBTQ community. This is why people say they have positive attitudes towards LGBTQ individuals. In most cases, they would probably be nice to a gay person. This shows a disconnect between their attitudes and behaviors.
This is true. And with that, we take you to the Lone Star State and corrupt Attorney General Ken Paxton. You see, this dude was invited to dinner with a family who saw his opinion, which was issued essentially stating trans rights are not human rights, and specifically that various types of gender-affirming care for trans children can legally constitute child abuse under the Texas Family Code. So Paxton accepted the welcome and joined a Texas family where a child is trans. He literally went into a bathroom with my transgender son so they could wash their hands before dinner, the parent recalled. He turns around and looks and says, "This is nice. It's been a while since I had kids this age." He sits at the table, breaks bread with my children, with my family, in my loving, non-violent, drug-free, safe, and stable home, and then says that families like mine should not exist. It's shameful. So what do we do to combat this issue? Via Mindful Thinks once more, here's a few ideas.
Education about the harm that is caused by homophobic language, as opposed to general education about the LGBTQ community, can help. Researchers also suggest that captains of sports teams could be given the responsibility to set new standards of behavior. This has worked in schools. Popular kids were asked to stop using discriminatory language and challenging the language used by others. Studies have found big changes in behavior. It is safe to say that we all want the LGBTQ community to feel welcome and safe in all spaces, including sports. The way we've been tackling this issue is by focusing on changing people's attitudes. We want them to be accepting and kind to the LGBTQ community. However, while this approach has definitely changed attitudes, it has not changed the very thing that makes LGBTQ athletes feel unwelcome and unsafe: the homophobic language. To stop this language, we need to change the norms in sports. Researchers also think this approach could be used to stop sexist and racist language. Hopefully this can help make the sports world a more welcoming and inclusive place for everyone.